Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
So you thought that you could get away with it, huh? You thought that you were smarter than the average man, huh? Okay, guys, one thing I always tell people is I am not gonna cheat. You see, use this video as a reference point for the future. You know, hopefully I'll still be doing this, but use this video, okay? I will never cheat. I'd rather break things off horribly. I'd rather you hate me. I'd rather you like not want my like life to go well or some shit. I'd rather you do that than me cheat. Okay? Now I'm not saying that because I'm gonna be like, I'm the best guy in the world. Like, yo, I'm not doing that for that. I'm saying that because my morals, my mind, my heart can't do that. And I know for some people that's so hard to believe, you know? Some people believe in tit for tat. Some people believe in an eye for an eye. Me, you cheat on me, it's gonna hurt for sure. For sure. I might write a song about it too. But I'm not going to like stay in that just to cheat or just to hurt you more. It makes no sense, right? And a lot of you people think y'all sneaky. You know? Lie to me. Lie to her. Lie to him. You can't lie to God, dog. It's impossible. You can't lie to dog. Like, you can't lie to God. Y'all think that just because your partner don't see you doing this, just because we don't catch you doing it, doesn't mean you ain't shit person. You're a shitty person. You know that, right? So the whole internet is going crazy about catching the CEO and his head of HR person, his like in his company, that they were holding each other, swaying, dancing to Coldplay. They should give a tip to whoever catches. Whenever I watch a compilation and people are on like the Kiss or Jumbotron and they immediately like push from each other, I'm like, we caught another ain't shit person. Look at them over there. Look at them trying to be sneaky and shit. You got caught, motherfucker. We caught you. We got you. That shit, a little piece of my heart jumps with joy because that's another person's time no longer wasted. When that person's partner or the girl or guy's partner who watches that, they're like, okay, now I don't have to wonder anymore. Let me cut this now before it hurts me later on. It's better to rip the band-aid. You know? And cheating has always existed. But the thing is, especially now with how people are, everything's permissible. If someone cheats, someone stays with them, and for some reason they expect the person not to ever cheat on them again. And me, for one, I don't really celebrate on certain people's downfalls, but I gotta give it up to these people. A round of applause for these goofies. Y'all bought hella tickets just to get exposed, and I'm happy about it. I'm not one of those people who hate CEOs or hates rich people or whatever, but you know that divorce settlement is going to be crazy. And I hope that dude's wife, I hope she didn't cheat or anything. I hope she gets everything she's entitled to. Because this dude just publicly embarrassed you in front of everyone. And that goes for both genders, bro. That goes for both. Because when dudes be cheating and shit, I speak up. When like women be cheating and shit, I speak up. I'm not like a lot of people on like TikTok and social media do when their boy cheats or some shit. It's like, yo, you know like I'm not with that shit. And also when my female friends start like cheating and doing their do dirty, I'm not co-signing that. I'm I believe in keeping people around me who I either like strive to be or I look up to. Those are the people I keep around me. And what I mean strive to be is someone who can be a role model. That's what I mean. A lot of you ancient people are friends with ancient people. And then when someone tries to tell you like, yo, don't hang out with that person, they're gonna infect you with ain't shittiness, you know? Don't do that. Cause that's how it works. I remember, let me tell you guys a quick story, right? I remember in high school, not even high school, middle school, there were these two Nigerian chicks. And like they would possibly be called an Oreo. But there were these two Nigerian chicks and they liked to befriend girls who were really attractive. They liked to befriend girls like that. And then they would kind of play pimp and set them up with older dudes or dudes who had more clout. And they would set them up like pimps. And I always thought that shit was so weird. And then one of my homegirls at the time, she had a glow up, right? And they invited her to a party and they invited her to hang with them. And I was telling homegirl like, yo, don't hang out with those people. They're ain't shit people. They're really shitty people, bro. And it's gonna lead you towards a really bad situation. But homegirl didn't listen to me. And then I catch her years later and she's doing, crazy things for some change, bro. She's out here living the I'm gonna fly out to Dubai and get shitted on kind of life. And that kind of stuff really do break my heart because I care about the people around me and I try to care for other people as much as I can, as much as I mentally can. And it really does suck that you have people like this. And I'm really happy that these kinds of people, like the CEO and stuff, they're getting exposed because we need these people out of here. We need to start kicking shitty people out of the dating pool, out of like certain circles. And if they feel actually remorseful for the shit that they done and they've actually changed, then we can talk, Then we can talk about rehabilitation for that person. But in order for rehabilitation, for actual healing to work, you gotta kick the shittiness out of you, you know, and not making excuses for said people. Like I always say, for my guys, the number one thing that you have to fight against is lusting after these chicks, bro. You don't need to be doing all that stuff. That's how you fall into traps like the Andrew Tate shit and other nonsense like that. That's how you fall into that trap. That's how you become jaded. A lot of these guys, their first breakup are with people that, if you really think long and hard about it, they aren't people that you should date. But because they were so attractive, because they had this or that, you fell for them and then you got yourself. It was inevitable to happen. It's a canon event. You feel me? But you always had to, that's the one thing that leads almost all men into trouble. Lusting and trying to keep chasing after these chicks. It's not gonna get you anywhere, bro. It's really not. It's gonna leave you heartbroken and broke. And for my ladies out there, do not fall in love or try to abstain from falling in love with money Or also the same thing with lust. If a dude has a wife or some other shit like that, don't join him in that shittiness. Don't do that. If your homegirl is doing some grimy shit, same thing for the homeboys too. If your homie is doing some fuck shit, tell him right then and there and create a boundary between you and him. Because he gets known for that fuck shit, and then you get known for that fuck shit, and then we all fuck shits. We can't have that going on. But anyway, that's enough. I'm pretty sure this video is this video is gonna get struck or something, but I hope you guys understand the message. Anyway, that's enough for me. I've been yapping all night. I'm out of this. Peace.